And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Martinsville High School for Martinsville Artesian Girls Soccer here on WREP 15 Sports in the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. Glad you can join us here for the final regular season game of the year for the Martinsville Artesian. Sectional draw came out this week. We'll talk about that on the broadcast. The Monrovia Bulldogs come to town here tonight as they will battle the Artesians. Martinsville 3-8-1 for head coach Mia Moody, and the Monrovia Bulldogs come in at 1-10 on the campaign. Let's turn it over now to PA announcer Kip Staggs for the starting lineups.
Young, number 4, senior Mallory Willett, number 9, sophomore Marissa Rodriguez, number 13, sophomore Whitney Willett, number 17, freshman Deja Weston, number 18, freshman Josie House, number 19, sophomore Maddie Newland, number 21, sophomore Allie Swafford, and ran out starting lineups for the Bulldogs. Number 22, sophomore Claire Williams. Coach for Monrovia is Matt Wallace. Now, Artesian fans, put your hands together on your feet for your Lady Artesian soccer team. In the goal for the Artesians, senior number 1, Dakota Meadows. Number 6, junior Sophia DeMoss. Number 7, junior Holly Reuter. Number 8, freshman Ashlyn Crow. Number 12, junior Morgan Schrock. Number 13, junior Charlotte Mason. Number 14, senior Delaney Pablo. Number 16, senior Brittany Dawson. Number 17, junior Hannah Reuter. Number 19, freshman Maddie Moscript. And ran out starting lineup for your Artesians, junior number 22, Rory Dilbone. Coach for your Artesians, Mia Moody.
We are set to go here at Martinsville High School final regular season game for Martinsville Monrovia. The Bulldogs coming up. We'll wrap it up as well, and we are underway. Martinsville will have possession to start, and we will set the lineups here momentarily. We'll hear them out of the PA announcer, Kip Staggs, as well. The Artesians, like we said, 3-8-1 for the season coming in. The Bulldogs come in 1-10 on the campaign. The Artesians on the defense. Here comes Monrovia up the left side, and it will be cleared by Martinsville and run out of bounds by the Artesian, Sophia DeMoss. Joined in the lineup tonight by Holly Reuter, Ashlyn Crow, Morgan Schrock, Charlotte Mason, Delaney Pablo, Brittany Dawson, Hannah Reuter, Madeline Moscrip, Maddie Moscrip, and Rory Dilbone. The goalie will be Dakota Meadows. And for the Monrovia Bulldogs, they have the corner kick here, trying to get across into the penalty box. And Morgan Schrock, who has moved back for the Artesians off of her center forward spot now and more back into the midfield in the defensive area. Clears that out. Avery Newland, Alexis Hunt, Jocelyn Young, Mallory Willett, Marissa Rodriguez, Whitney Willett, Deja Weston, Josie House, Maddie Newland, Allie Swafford, and Claire Williams for the Monrovia Bulldogs. The Artesians coming in, like we said, 3-8-1 on the campaign, coming off of a 0-0 tie with Danville. Also got a win over Whiteland in penalty kicks. A win over Perry Meridian as well. So they're looking to try to get a win streak going in here. Would be a 3-match win streak. Artesians nearly having a shot there as they head towards sectional play. The Artesians will be battling Terre Haute South. It's a team they lost to 3-0 earlier in the season. Corner kick coming up for the Artesians. It'll be Charlotte Mason with the left foot. The cross into the penalty area. Bulldogs can't clear it, Martinsville will have an opportunity to reset. Mason into the penalty area. The Artesians, Rory Dillbone, and I believe we have an offsides on Delaney Pueblo. So the Monrovia defense sneaking up a little bit. Delaney caught offsides, and it will go to the Monrovia Bulldogs. Sun peeking out between the clouds here at Martinsville High School. Looked like it was going to rain, but no rain in the forecast. And sun coming out now, so kind of an odd setting here as we look out onto the canvas painted of Martinsville High School. You see Sidowitz Field, the school, and then the hills in the background, the trees, and it's dark in the background, the sunlit field, though, here in the foreground. So it makes for a pretty cool setting, pretty cool picture here at Martinsville High School in the final regular season game of the year for Martinsville and for the Monrovia Bulldogs as well. The Bulldogs with a tough loss last night against Cecina. The boys got a big win over the Monrovia Bulldogs on Monday night, 8-0. A couple of hat tricks. Caden Rottenkrantz, Antonio Cano, the foreign exchange student from Spain. Got a couple of foreign exchange students on the team from Spain. 3 foreign exchange students from Spain in total, I believe. Charlotte Mason trying to run onto it, cannot, as Ashlyn Crow tried to leave it for her. Now Charlotte keeps it and crosses it in front of the penalty box, and nobody there, but Ashlyn Crow trying to run it down, knocked out of bounds. We'll see if it will be a corner. It will be. So a set piece for the Artesians. Corner kick coming up. So the Artesians will put the corner kick down. Again, it'll be Charlotte Mason, the left foot. More conducive from this right side to see if she can bend it into the penalty area a little bit. And, of course, we're in not a great position here, but Mason puts it in the penalty area. The Bulldogs having trouble clearing it. Not a lot of urgency there for either team here in the early going. I can see it with Martinsville. We had e-learning today, Wednesday, so it may have been a little bit late started, late going here. I'm not sure what Monrovia is, but it seems like just about every school district has some form of that. But we'll see if the kids get going a little bit more here. It took the boys a while to get going on Monday as well. This will be a throw-in. Morgan Schrock coming up. Artesians coming back. Ball on that right side. Finally away from the press box. If you've watched our live stream games this season, you know it's a little bit difficult for us to get decent camera coverage from where we are with the press box pressed tightly up against the field. Shot that time by the Artesians, or attempted shot by Sophia DeMoss, will result in the Bulldogs with the ball. Wind starting to pick up here, as it has throughout much of the day. So you hear that wind a little bit hitting our mic outside. We apologize for that. About 7 minutes gone by. First half of play. Final regular season game of the year for both ball clubs, Martinsville and Monrovia. Bulldogs with the goal kick. Morgan Schrock tries to settle it. Martinsville really has controlled possession throughout much of this. Monrovia early had an attack, a corner kick, but Martinsville was able to clear it without really any damage being done, and since that time, the Artesians have controlled the pace of play. But the sun-drenched field here at Martinsville High School, and we've said this every broadcast, but the grounds crew has done fantastic this year. Big shout-out going to Ron McIntosh and Shad Gallion, who've done a great job keeping the grass in shape. The Bulldogs with control of it. Mallory Willett into the penalty area. Martinsville trying to clear it. Willett still has it, looking for a shot, and then Dakota Meadows will come up off of her line, pull it. So about 10 minutes gone by. Like we said, it's a pretty big windstorm out here. You'll probably see that on our cameras a little bit as well as I look out at the flag across the way behind the scoreboard, and then the trees over there by the Urban's house blowing in the breeze, and more than a breeze, a kind of a stiff wind going here. So play a little bit of problem with the ball as well. Maybe come into play on some shots at some set pieces and those kind of things where maybe they hang in the air a little bit and give the goalkeeper a little bit of trouble if the wind gets a hold of it. Or Dillbone trying to corral it. Can't. Charlotte Mason with it. Charlotte up the left side, the left footer for the Artesians. Now Rory again trying to clear it. Morgan Schrock running on. The Bulldogs trying to keep control of it. They have it. Center it into the middle for Monrovia in the penalty area. Martinsville clears it momentarily. The Bulldogs maintain possession now. Schrock trying to clear it, but Monrovia still on the attack. Martinsville again has dominated much of the first 10 minutes of play, but the Bulldogs have had a couple of chances, and they still have it here. Martinsville trying to clear it. Mason trying to make a turn there, back to Dillbone with the left foot trying to get a run up the left side now for the Artesians. It'll be Sophia DeMoss. She's cut off. Nice footwork, though. Some technical skills by Sophia up the left side. See if she can get across with the left foot. It is blocked by the Bulldogs, and it will be a throw-in for Martinsville over there by the corner. So DeMoss with the quick throw-in going to Delaney Pueblo. Delaney trying to settle it. Charlotte Mason, the left foot, the cross into the penalty area, and a nice job by Monrovia to get a foot on it because Ashlyn Crow was right there waiting for that ball on the nice service from Charlotte Mason. Now Ashlyn goes over to the far side to Maddie Mosgrip. The Artesians, Delaney Pueblo trying to run on it. The goalie can't quite make the first save, but does make the second a good one for the Bulldogs, and they will get the goal kick forthcoming. Now the Bulldogs back with it. Monrovia on the attack, and then Dakota Meadows right there. Shot on goal that time by Mallory Willett, but Dakota Meadows right there to corral it. Artesians on the offense again. And the Bulldogs will have it now. Putting it down is Allie Swafford over the near sideline for Monrovia. Final regular season game for both teams. Martinsville 3-8-1 coming in. Really have done a nice job in their past several matches. A win 1-0 over Perry. A win 1-1 in penalty kicks over Whiteland. And then a tie at Danville. So 2-0-1 in their last 3 matches. And then Terre Haute South, the opponent coming up in sectional play, a team that Martinsville fell to early in the season on August 29th, about a month ago. 3-0 over at Terre Haute South as well. The Bulldogs come in 1-10 on the campaign. They dropped their last match 6-0 last night at Cecina. We said the sectional draw came out. We told you who the Artesians would be facing coming up as they play in sectional number 14 at Terre Haute South, with Terre Haute South and Martinsville, Terre Haute North, and Bloomington South, and then Bloomington North. Now, kind of odd that the Class 3A girls soccer sectional, a little bit different than the Class 3A boys soccer sectional. You don't usually get that in most sports, but you do here. This year, Martinsville's boys are at Bedford, the girls are at Terre Haute, but just by the way that depending on some success factors, some schools playing, some schools not, that's how the draw kind of came out with the sectional pairings. And so Martinsville with Terre Haute South in the 5-teamer for the girls, the boys in the 7-teamer at Bedford. And some of the similar schools as well, but you got to throw in Northview and Bedford North Lawrence into that mix as well. But the girls drawing that first match against Terre Haute South, the host Braves. Coming up. About 16 minutes gone by, no score here from Martinsville High School. Glad we could bring this to you on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. Have brought you most of the home matches this season for boys and girls soccer. Trying to do some of the same for girls volleyball. Did not have the Artesian Classic this past weekend. The girls finished second in that. And we'll have a match tomorrow night. A tough task coming in as we will face the Bloomington South Panthers. Panthers ranked 9th in the latest poll coming in. We'll face Caleb Basketball Club, led by that strong junior class with Mackenzie Martin, Grace Reynolds, and Ella Whitney. And then, of course, on Friday night, we'll have the football contest coming up as the Artesians will see the Perry Meridian Falcons fly into Sidowitz Field to do battle in a mid-state conference matchup. Last year, very entertaining game up at Perry that Martinsville won. And the last-second field goal by Jackson Fry for the Artesians. We talked about that on Monday night in the matchup of the boys' soccer games. Jackson, the senior for the boys' soccer team this year. This year, another soccer player, Ethan Hainline, handling the kicking duties for new head coach Brian Duggar. Martinsville, Charlotte Mason, a good run up the left side. Strong strike with the left foot, but right at the goalkeeper. Comes up with it. Annie Beers trying to get the takeaway. And the Bulldogs now. Slow going the match on Monday night, but the boys also a little slow starting, and then Martinsville kind of exploded there in the second half of play. Scored a lot of goals pretty quick. 8-0 the win. Couple of hat tricks like we told you. So hopefully the girls can punch one in here and then kind of jumpstart this matchup as well. but tough to play for. It's a county game, yeah, but there's nothing on the line here. It's not a conference matchup. You already know who your sectional opponent's going to be. Coach Moody may be trying some things out that she wants to do for the sectional. So it's one of those things that you see it a little bit in really all the sports. When the draw comes out, unless you're playing for something, those coaches a lot of times turn some of their attention to, rightfully so, that tournament play. So we'll see what happens here. About halfway through the first half of play, Martinsville obviously would like to keep that win streak going. It's really three matches, if you will. They've got a couple of wins and a tie in there, but have played well here at the end of the season for head coach Mia Moody and would like to carry that over into sectional play when they open up against Terre Haute South. Nice cross, and Dakota Meadows kind of battling the sun a little bit, comes out there and pulls it in. And clears it out to Delaney Pueblo. Delaney up the right side. It's poked away by the Bulldogs, and Mallory Willett will have it now. Go out of bounds. Said the sun-drenched field here at Martinsville High School, but the fall temperatures have settled in. Lots of wind also. And again, as always, just a beautiful backdrop here as I look out onto Martinsville High School, the facilities. Great job, like we talked about, with the soccer pitch and what the grounds crew has done. Martinsville trying to clear it. It's going to be a goal kick for the Bulldogs, but a great job by the grounds crew here on the soccer pitch. And you look at the beautiful Ciderwoods Field there in the background, the school also, and framing up the, like we said, the hills in the background with the tree. It's a pretty picturesque view here from up top of the soccer press box here at Martinsville High School on a Wednesday night. Glad you can join us here on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. Got Assistant Principal Ryan Wagner up here enjoying the view as well from the short chair. So he is at least tall enough to see over the desk. I am standing because I could not sit in that chair and see. Morgan Schrock brings it up the middle now, an opportunity for the Artesians. Morgan puts it up ahead to Charlotte Mason. Here comes Delaney Pueblo with a good run. If Charlotte can find her, still with the left foot, but the Bulldogs come back trying to clear it. Annie Beers back to control it. Martinsville will reset. Morgan Schrock pushing up from the defense and then fires it wide to the left off of the senior banners for the boys over there. Looked like maybe Caden Rottenkrantz banner took the brunt of that. And that's okay. Caden, a fantastic year. Finished up his regular season with a hat trick against Monrovia. 19 goals for the boys. So they will play for a sectional coming up down at Bedford. The Artesians battling in that one against the host Bedford North Lawrence Stars. So kind of funny how Martinsville drew the first match in both boys and girls sectionals. Did they draw those? They couldn't have drawn them at the same time because of different teams, but that's what happens. Sure, sometimes we feel like there's a magnet or something in that those ping pong balls when they pull those out for the sectional draw, but that's how it came out. Both schools happening to face the host in the first match. Just saying.
Why do we stop when the ball goes out? Come on.
The Artesians trying to get the throw in here. Pueblo going to Liza Osler and back to Delaney on the right side. Trying to get the cross in front of the goal. The Bulldogs can't clear it. Osler with a good swing at it, but right at the goalkeeper for the Monrovia Bulldogs. And the goal kick. Morgan Schrock puts the boot into it, and Bulldogs trying to settle it at their foot instead. It'll find the foot of Marissa Rodriguez. We're over halfway through this first half of play for Martinsville High School. No score. Martinsville really has controlled the offensive play throughout, but Monrovia's had a couple of chances. Said the final regular season game for both squads. They knew their sectional draw on Monday night. Came out on IHSA TV. Nice cross, and Dakota Meadows has to come off of her line. Comes out hard charging, and corrals it. Dakota will put the boot into it. Artesians trying to control it in the midfield. Eliza Osler with a little flick on to Charlotte Mason again. Charlotte's done a nice job on that left side with that left foot. Nice cross by Charlotte, but right at the goalkeeper. Good idea by Charlotte, but the goalie are right there for the Bulldogs. Again, Osler will flick it up ahead to Mason, and Mason another chance at it. And we're going to get an offsides, I believe, on the far side on Charlotte Mason. I do not see the line judge down there. We're kind of blocked off, but that would be the indication, I would believe. So the Bulldogs will get it back. Morgan Schrock has it. Said they've kind of flipped her. She used to be that center forward striker position, and she's kind of kept being moved backward for Martinsville. But it's worked here in the last couple of matches, and she's pretty aggressive, pretty strong. Either way, whether you put her as an offensive player or you put her as a defender, you can make her your goal scorer if you want some opportunities, but you can also make her like your stopper, if you will, in terms of marking the better team's defender, being aggressive, being strong with the ball, being able to clear it when you have those opportunities, and that's paid off in the last couple of matches for the Artesians. Pueblo is tripped and taken down. Been an unfortunate foul for Martinsville because it looked like Eliza Osler was making a run at it and maybe was going to have a one-on-one with a goalkeeper, but instead it'll be a set piece for the Artesians, and Charlotte Mason will take it. And we saw Charlotte several matches ago hit one against Decatur Central from just outside the penalty area with that left foot. Let's see if she gets a swing at it here. Cross in the middle. Martinsville's Delaney Pueblo can't get a touch on it. The ball's still in front of the goal, and the Bulldogs clear it. Martinsville had a couple of chances there but couldn't make good on it. And the Bulldogs come up with it.
Yeah, just that one. That's the only play you have to worry about, guys. It's right there, okay? In front.
Just over 14 minutes left. In the first half of play. Glad we could have it for you here on WREP 15 Sports and the MHS Rewind YouTube channel.
Now, Mallory, step to 14 so Deja can play more central.
Some substitutions coming on. Martinsville with a throw in there on the far side. Rory Dilbone with the throw in. Rory with the left foot. It'll be picked up by the Bulldogs now. And Monrovia, an opportunity up the right side. I'll bring it back to the middle, and there's Morgan Schrock coming up again, and she's got it to Charlotte Mason with the left foot. Charlotte, a little hezzy move there, a little start and stop. And then the Bulldogs trying to take it away will clear it. I'm not sure if she was able to save it or it'll be a goal kick or a corner kick or a throw in. We'll wait and see. I believe it's the throw in from the indication from the official. The youngster over there running down that loose soccer ball. Charlotte on the throw in to Morgan and back to Charlotte. See if she can get it in across into the penalty area and it'll go wide.
Right idea. Right idea.
Yeah, and an offside. So Monrovia really kind of pulling some offsides traps there on their defense coming out. So the Bulldogs will reset as we head toward the 10-minute mark of half number 1. Glad we can bring this to you on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. We've got the volleyball match tomorrow night. Tune in about 6:45 for the start. Martinsville and Bloomington South, the Panthers, coming to town. Delaney Pueblo with it. Nice technical skills by Delaney. Gets it back into the middle. Looks like Charlotte will run it down. Nice swing on it, but again, it goes wide up there against the fence and out of bounds. From my vantage point, tough to tell where that ball's going, and my depth perception is awful. So it does not help in the matter. So as Charlotte, what appeared to be a good swing on it, really didn't get close to the goal. But that's all right. We've seen several of them out of the left foot of Charlotte this season, and the memorable one, probably the nicest goal that we've seen all season, was her on a free kick from about 15 yards outside the penalty area, just over top of the Decatur goalie. Now Delaney Pueblo with a shot. That's a nice one and into the back of the net. Delaney Pueblo finds the goal. And just as we said, the best shot of the year from Charlotte Mason, well, Delaney maybe making a go of it as well.
Keep it up, Ray. Keep it up.
We'll take another look at it here. You see from the outside, Delaney with the chance to the upper left corner. The upper 90, I think, is the terminology. So Martinsville up 1-0. About the 10-minute mark when Delaney finds the back of the net. And let's see if that energizes Martinsville a little bit. Yeah, Delaney on the run once again. One-on-one with the goalie. Number 14 puts it home again. So Pueblo, in a matter of seconds, has given Martinsville a 2-0 lead. And Delaney with her second straight goal. And we talked about it a little bit in the boys' game. It took one goal. Well, it looked like it took one in this one as well. And Delaney will get another one. Nice service. I think it was Rory Dilbone that found her on the pass through there for the Artesians. And Delaney puts it back in as well. So Martinsville up 2-0 now. Slow.
Yeah, go ahead, Maddie. Go ahead, Maddie. Higher. You're in the higher now. Higher. Keep going. Good.
The Artesians with a couple of goals by Delaney Pueblo in a matter of about 30 seconds at around the 10-minute mark, leading it now 2-0. And Delaney's got the ball again in front of the goal as Sophia DeMoss was running onto it, but she couldn't get to it before the goalkeeper did. So the Artesians up here over the Bulldogs, 2-0. Up on the left side, Mallory Willett will bring it up. Martinsville looking to extend their win streak. 2-0-1 in their last 3 matches and looking to make it 3-0-1 as they head toward tournament play, which will begin for them on October 6th at Terre Haute South, the host Braves, as Martinsville will battle the Terre Haute South Braves. Eliza Osler up ahead to Pueblo. Again, Delaney trying to run on, battling with the Monrovia defender, Deja Weston. Go out of bounds and a throw in now, I believe, for Delaney. Eliza trying to go back to Delaney. She has the 2 goals, mere seconds apart, about 30 seconds apart, about the 10-minute mark here of the first half of play. Cross into the penalty area, looking for Sophia DeMoss. Can't find it. Here come the Bulldogs. Martinsville, like we have said throughout, has really controlled the pace of play, has really controlled the offensive play on their side of the field. But it's a 2-0 win. The Bulldogs have had a couple of 2-0 lead, we should say. The Bulldogs have had a couple of opportunities. And hopefully that sun doesn't come into play as I look down at the Artesians goalie now. With the arm over her eyes is Dakota Meadows, trying to keep that sun out. I know it's tough for our camera people as well. You see them battling right in front of the press box. It's tough to keep a shot on it, but trying to do their best. They're doing a nice job, and then throw on top of that the sun in your eyes. So hard to be able to see what's happening, but doing their best here, the RTV students. And we've talked about it. These guys kind of get on the job training, so you hope by the second half of play they're doing a little bit better job at it. It's tough for us to take the kids out on the pitch during the day and pull the 22 kids out onto the field as well to play. But the man that can make that happen is sitting right here, Ryan Wagner. I'm sure we'll get on that for next year. We'll have the football team and the soccer teams out on several occasions so that we can practice taping games. I think that'd be a good event. Charlotte Mason on the left side, and that gets underneath the goalkeeper. So Charlotte Mason will take the goal. Smile on her face. Didn't think that she was going to get it through, but you get enough attacks, you're going to get a goal, and Charlotte does. So let's take another look at that. Coming up 3-0 now. Martinsville's kind of opened up the floodgates a little bit. You see that go in for Charlotte. The Artesians out in front now over the Monrovia Bulldogs.
Eliza, you gotta come to the ball when Delaney. Hey, when Delaney turns it, you gotta run 2, okay? 2. It's a harder ball because they're right behind you, okay? Take your space.
Stay with her. In the hip.
Excellent.
Okay, type in.
Play out right. Okay, so Eliza, just put it lay off the ball. Okay, so just let she's gonna lay it off the ball. I want her to slow it down. Whatever.
Brad, not yet. We'll get you when you get a chance. We'll tell you.
The Artesians, a couple of goals for Delaney Pueblo, and then that last goal by Charlotte Mason that got underneath the goalkeeper's hands. Artesians with 3 goals here in the last 5 minutes, kind of pushed things open a little bit in this final regular season game of the year. Like we said, to keep that match streak going. Thank you to Ryan Wagner for the shout out and the beautiful picture of me on there. You could have gotten a better shot. Like, that is my worst side. You know, that's okay. We'll remember that one day. Next time we have you on one of our shows when we interview. Got a timeout here momentarily. But we appreciate the support by the administration here. So a restart coming up. Or is it going to be a penalty kick? Oh, they're going to place it right at the edge of the penalty box. So as close as you can get without being a penalty kick. And then the official will count the 10 yards. And that's where the wall will have to be for Martinsville. We will start the clock on the official's whistle. And here we go. Instead of taking a shot, they pass it over to the right, and then it goes right. Does the attempt there by the Bulldogs. Goes wide right. Shows the house there. So we'll get set to go once again here with about 2 minutes left in the first half of play from Martinsville High School. Artesians up 3-0. Martinsville striking about the 10-minute mark. It was Delaney Pueblo. Delaney with the goal. And then about 30 seconds later, Delaney found the back of the net once again. And then about 5 minutes later, Charlotte Mason on a strike from outside the penalty area. It looked like it was going to be a save for the Bulldogs, but the goalkeeper kind of let it get underneath of her hands and through her legs and into the back of the net for Charlotte Mason. So Charlotte with it now on the left side. We've said that quite often, trying to get the cross in front of the – that's a great strike by Charlotte there, and then the attempt by Eliza Osler goes high over the crossbar. So Charlotte with a nice strike from the left side again. The rebound to Eliza Osler, who can't connect with it, goes a little bit high, and the Bulldogs will get the goal kick. Martinsville up 3-0. So a little slow starting for both teams. The Artesians kind of picked up the intensity after they got that first goal from Delaney Pueblo, and then were able to score 2 more in a span of 5 minutes. So the 3 goals in 5 minutes for the Artesians have been the difference in this one thus far, and they lead at 3-0. We go under a minute to go in the first half of play. A couple more live streams coming your way this week, produced by the RTV students at Martinsville High School, the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. Bulldogs with an opportunity, but right there, Dakota Meadows. Haven't had very many chances here tonight for the Artesians, Dakota. So she'll kick it away. It'll go out of bounds in front of the Artesian bench. Martinsville and Bloomington South will do battle on the hardwood of the John R. Wooden Gymnasium. The new bleachers in, complete. Looks very nice. So that will
10,
happen
9, 8, 7,
tomorrow night, and
6,
then the football game on
5,
Friday night.
4, 3, 2,
And we
1.
are done here with half number 1 from Martinsville High School. We will take a break and come back with a look at how the Artesians scored in just a moment. You're watching Martinsville Girls Soccer on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and WREP 15 Sports.
13,000 feet has a way of testing a man's soul. After all, we were never meant to take on such an endeavor. That long drop is what separates human from superhuman. And here we are, right here, right now.
You're good at motivation, we're good at your insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
When you hit that water, you're going to want to look for weeds, sunken structures, down trees, stuff like that. And let that breeze tell you where you want to go. Windy days like this, those bait fish will come swimming closer to shore. They'll bring the big boys with them, those bass and those pike. Now, they like cooler temperatures, so you ain't likely to have much luck.
You're good at giving fishing advice. We're good at your insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Back here at the half. About 9 minutes from the start of the second half of play at Martinsville High School, and the Martinsville Artesians are up on the Monrovia Bulldogs in the final regular season match of the season for both teams. Martinsville up 3-0. It took them a while, about 30 minutes before they got on the scoreboard, but once they got on the scoreboard, the floodgates started to open a little bit, and it was Delaney Pueblo who got on the board first for the Artesians there from the right side of the penalty area. Puts it into the left upper 90 for the first goal of the match for the Artesians. Moments later, literally seconds later, it was Delaney Pueblo once again. Nice pass by the Artesians. Believe it was Rory Dilbone up ahead to Delaney running at the goal. Nice through ball, and Delaney puts it past the goalkeeper once again, and the Artesians were up 2-0. Then about 5 minutes later, it was the left-footed Charlotte Mason from the left side with the shot that didn't look like it was going to get in. The goalkeeper, though, came off a little bit late trying to get to it and didn't get down in time to corral it, got through her legs, and got into the back of the net. And that's where we stand here at halftime. Martinsville up 3-0 over the Monrovia Bulldogs. Well, we're going to take another break here, and we'll come back and have some more. You're watching Martinsville Girls Soccer on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and WREP 15 Sports.
Understand. Being young is hard. With friends, school, family, homework, jobs, sports.
It's easy to get overwhelmed.
Stress, anxiety, depression. They can take over everything. And with drinking, vaping, smoking, drugs.
We know it seems like the easiest answer.
But it just makes things harder.
No matter what you're facing,
you can do it.
And you don't have to do it alone. Because we understand.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
We're not just officers or deputies. We're people. We're parents and grandparents. We're here to serve our community. We're here for you. And we want everyone to succeed and be substance abuse free.
still about 3 minutes away from the start of the second half of play. And if you're just joining us, well, Martinsville's up 3-0, and they've done it with a couple of Delaney Pueblo goals. See the first one here, about the 10-minute mark. Delaney from the right side puts it into the left side of the net, past the Bulldog goalkeeper. And then Delaney, about 30 seconds later, makes a nice run. Good through ball right there to her, Delaney. The strong right-footed strike. Bends it past the goalkeeper. And then Charlotte Mason from the left side with the left foot. Odd in-between bounce, and it looked like the goalkeeper was thinking it was going to bounce up to her, and it kind of stayed down. That's a grounds crew bounce right there. So you kind of get that home bounce, and it stays down a little bit. Ball gets between the goalkeeper's legs, and the Artesians have the 3-0 lead. Well, we're going to take one final timeout here at the half, and when we come back, we'll have half number 2, Martinsville and Monrovia. You're watching Martinsville Girls Soccer on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and WREP 15 Sports.
Don't do that.
Work can be overwhelming.
School can be overwhelming.
I don't feel like I do enough at home.
I don't feel like myself at home.
I don't know if I'm making the right choices for my future.
I have no idea what to do with my future.
I have anxiety.
I get so depressed. I just wish someone could understand.
We may be your parents,
But we've been in your shoes.
and we fought the same battles. No matter what you're facing,
We're here for you.
and you're not in this alone.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Well, we are set to go here at Martinsville High School for the second half of play. And look out on the pitch and see a change in goal. It'll be Paige Wells in goal for the Artesians. Also out there, Hannah Reuter, Brittany Dawson, Rory Dilbone, Holly Reuter, Morgan Schrock, Sophia DeMoss, Maddie Mosgrip, Charlotte Mason, Ashlyn Crow, and Delaney Pueblo for the Artesians. And for the Bulldogs, Avery Newland getting ready to get it underway. Mallory Willett, Allie Swafford. This jersey's hard to see the numbers out there. Claire Williams. Deja Weston, Alexis Hunt. Bulldogs coming up with it. So Maddie Newland out there. Josie House also. Jocelyn Young. Marissa Rodriguez as well. And Claire Williams. The Bulldogs kind of starting like they did in the first half of play. They made a good run to begin the contest, but those runs and offensive attacks were few and far between for the Bulldogs in that first half of play. Martinsville didn't have a ton of chances either, but once they got that first goal in at about the 10-minute mark, 10.5 minute by Delaney Publius getting ready to throw it in here, then it was game on. 3 goals for the Artesians in a 5-minute span. That's where they stand, leading it 3-0 here. They wrap up the regular season tonight against the Monrovia Bulldogs, looking for their 3rd win in their last 4 matches. Morgan Schrock just barely misses that one, just over the top, the crossbar. Throw in the tie on Saturday at Danville, and it would be a 4-match streak for the Artesians, where they've either won or tied. And the kick by Allie Swafford. A couple of the girls pulled double duty on Saturdays. They ran in the cross-country meet. Morgan Schrock and Sophia DeMoss ran for the cross-country team. That info, according to our producer, Kaylee Houchin. So thank you to Kaylee. And then they came out and played in the matchup against Danville. A 0-0 tie. But kept the Artesian streak alive. Charlotte Mason. Nice cross into the penalty area. Rory Dilbone with it, trying to keep control of the Bulldogs, trying to clear it. There's Sophia DeMoss, who we talked about. Nice shoulder check by Sophia. She keeps control, and then the shot. Still in front of the goal box, and the Bulldogs trying to clear it eventually. Get it out of there momentarily and up the right sideline. The Artesians hustling back. Comes one of the Reuter twins, Hannah Reuter, and long run by the Bulldogs. Mallory Willett for the Artesians come up and put an end to that. Brittany Dawson doing that. Artesians up 3-0 here. Martinsville will open up sectional play on the road on October 6th at Terre Haute South. It's next week. They battle the host Braves, a team that beat the Artesians just a little over a month ago. Nice through ball there. See if Morgan Schrock can run onto it. She does. But the nice hustle back that time by the Bulldogs. On the defense, Alexis Hunt clears it out of there momentarily. Artesians fell to the Braves on that August 29th night over at Terre Haute South. 3-0 was the final there. Tough start for Martinsville. Had some pretty good teams that they battled. A very good Bloomington South squad. Got Martinsville in the opener. And then Mooresville, that was a game that was really close. The Pioneers scored a couple of goals late to pull away. And then the Artesians had some tough matches before they really maybe kind of got things turned around a little bit against a pretty good Decatur team. They lost in overtime and penalty kicks to Decatur. It was 4-4, and then in the penalty kicks, the second round of penalty kicks before Decatur actually came out victorious. But since that time, lost to a good Franklin team on the road 3-0, but then win 1-0 over Perry, 1-1 in penalty kicks over Whiteland, and then the tie over Danville. They're leading here over Monrovia 3-0. So they're going to take that streak for Coach Mia Moody into sectionals next week. Delaney Pueblo, 2 goals already, looking for the hat trick. The shot bounces up that time to the Monrovia goalkeeper. And she'll put the boot into it and get it away. Collision out there. Here comes Martinsville once again. Ashlyn Crow making a run at it. Kind of cleared, but not really. Delaney Pueblo kind of keeps it alive. She does. Cross in front of the penalty area, but nobody there. Charlotte Mason now trying to run it down for the Artesians, see if she can reset. She's got Rory Dilbone outside the penalty area. Not sure, though. Charlotte now sees her. Rory with the cross. Bulldogs still trying to get rid of it. And it'll go out of bounds. And we've got a sub. Into the match now for the Bulldogs will be Heather Taylor. Allie Swafford kicking it away. Allie again. Sophia DeMoss takes it off the top of the head, and I think they're going to put her in concussion protocol. Here comes the Artesians goalkeeper. Well, they changed that rule a couple of years ago with the younger kids, with the allowing them to head the soccer ball. Had a time there, too, where you had a lot of the kids with, like, those headbands that they would wear as well. I'm not sure if you still see that at the lower level or not. Well, the Artesians comfortably in front of this one over the Bulldogs, 3-0. Looking to finish 4-8-1, but that would be 3 wins and 1 tie of those 4 wins and a tie here in the last 4 matches for the Martinsville. So playing well as you head toward the tournament. Martinsville right now a little hesitant in goal. New goalie in for the Artesians. Paige Wells didn't know whether to come out and grab that or not, but Hannah Reuter there to help her out a little bit. Bulldogs, though, couldn't take advantage of it. Now Martinsville with it. Charlotte Mason. The footwork trying to go up the left side. Bulldogs take it away. Reuter again battling this time for Monrovia. Mallory Willett gets past Hannah, and then here comes Brittany Dawson. For Martinsville will clear it. See the sun start to set over there. And the Artesians, Paige Wells, the senior, coming in for fellow senior Dakota Meadows, and makes a good save and then boots it away. See if she can start the attack to Delaney Pueblo. Up the right side, Delaney with a nice run and then loses it. It's taken it away by Deja Weston. Sophia Moss back up ahead to Delaney. So Delaney kind of taps it back, looking to get it back. The pass up ahead, trying to find Ashlyn Crow, but Delaney steals it away. And now an opportunity for the Artesians. Cross into the penalty area. Charlotte Mason looked like she was trying to get a foot on it, but a nice job there by the Bulldogs. Give a lot of credit to Jocelyn Young, who came back and took that out of the air and kicked it out of bounds. We'll see what they're indicating here. I believe it's a corner kick for the Artesians, but that probably saved a goal because Charlotte Mason was right there for the Artesians on the nice cross from Delaney Pueblo. But Charlotte will get another chance at it. She'll put it down and go from the left side. Probably get that outward swinging kick into the penalty area. Does. The touch by Morgan Schrock. And then the save there by Maddie Newland for the Monrovia Bulldogs. Off her line, but that was a nice corner on the cross by Charlotte Mason. Dangerous with that left foot. Subs in for the Artesians. Cameron Whitaker Looks like seeing some playing time now. Charlotte has it, checks behind her, and she says, I'm wide open here. So she'll make a run up the left side, the left foot, and that's a great shot by Charlotte. Goal number 4, and that was a strong left-footed strike for Charlotte Mason that finds the back of the net for the Artesians. And we'll take another look at it here. Charlotte comes up with it, checks back and sees that she's all alone. Makes a run up the left side, and just at the edge of the penalty area, fires the bending kick into the right corner for the goal. And the Artesians up now 4-0 over the Monrovia Bulldogs. Martinsville making another run. This time it was Cameron Whitaker that got loose. And where's the penalty going to happen? Inches away from the penalty area, and it'll again be Charlotte Mason. And so waiting for, must not be a free kick. I guess it is, because it went in and it didn't touch anybody else. But it didn't look like the goalkeeper. Great by Charlotte Mason, so 2 goals for her. Pretty close. Wasn't really sure because they kind of let them set the wall up within about 3 or 4 yards of where Charlotte was, but it was no deterrent for her. And she just goes around the wall on the left side and puts it into the left side of the net. Her second straight goal right here off the left foot of Charlotte Mason. Solid strike by her. And Martinsville has really blown this one open. They lead it now 5-0 over the Monrovia Bulldogs. So we may see some subs forthcoming here. Couple of people in. Brooklyn Thomas that time coming up. And the Artesians, another chance at goal, and that one goes just in front of the mouth of the goal. And it looked like Delaney Pueblo had an opportunity to tap it in, but I think she wanted to maybe defer and let Sophia DeMoss have the goal. And as it turns out, it kind of just takes a right-handed turn at the end, avoids the goalpost. And as a result, no goal kick for the Monrovia Bulldogs. But you can really see the attack now start to up a little bit. We saw that at about the 10-minute mark when Martinsville struck first in that first half of play, and it was Delaney Pueblo who scored from just inside the penalty area on the right side. And she scored 30 seconds later, again, with a great run up through the middle of the defense. A nice through ball that time, too, that really freed her. But I believe it was Rory Dilbone. And then Artesian Charlotte Mason kind of had the goal. I forgot about her goal in the first half. She's got a hat trick now. So hat tricks galore for the Artesians in their contests against Monrovia. The boys had 2 of them. Caden Rottencrans had goals number 17, 18, and 19 on the season. Antonio Cano had goals number 3, 4, and 5. And now Charlotte Mason with 3 goals here tonight. Delaney Pueblo a couple of goals as well. Unfortunately, we don't have the stats in front of us, so not on Max Preps. That shot by the right side of the net by Sophia DeMoss. And we'll have a sub into the lineup. Looks like it's going to be Dakota Meadows, so she will lose the goalkeeper's jersey, will Dakota Meadows, and come on to play in the field. Battling going on. Dakota mixing it up there. Kind of interesting to see Dakota and there for the Artesians. Kind of see some of that aggressiveness at the goalkeeper spot. Now seeing a little bit of that there on the pitch as well, on the offensive side. So on our first match of the season, Bloomington South ran their goalkeeper up to take a set piece, and she was able to score from outside the penalty area. Very good Bloomington South Ball Club. Speaking of the South Panthers, they will come to the John R. Wooden Gym tomorrow night to battle the Lady Artesians volleyball team and head coach Caleb Back. Martinsville finishing second in their Artesian Classic. On Saturday here, falling to Mount Vernon, the Marauders, 16-14 in the final set of their championship match. Artesians a tough one. I believe they're at Center Grove tonight. Maybe not. That may not be accurate on the saw that on Max Preps and did not check it on Go Artesians, which is the place to go for Artesian athletics. But Bloomington South, the opponent tomorrow night, we'll have that for you about 6:45, maybe a little bit earlier on WRAP 15 Sports. Always depends on what happens with that JV match on when we come on the air. After that JV match is over with, sometimes those things go quick, sometimes they last a long time. So it just depends. We'll have that for you tomorrow night. And then the football game on Friday. Rory Dillbone with the left foot, and that will get through as well. So Rory Dillbone for the Artesians with the goal on the good strike. 6-0 now. Martinsville out in front, and we'll take a look at that shot by Rory here coming up. Rory finds herself all alone there on the left side. Charlotte Mason directing traffic, and Dakota Meadows with the assist. And Rory with the left foot underneath the goalkeeper's legs, and the goal for the Artesians. 6-0 now, they lead it. Again, Dakota Meadows. So about halfway through the second half of play, and the Artesians have 3 more goals, leading at 6-0. Charlotte Mason leading away with a hat trick for the Artesians. Delaney Pueblo, a couple of goals. And Rory Dillbone with that last one for Martinsville. Paige Wells up with it for the Artesians, trying to put it back into play, and the Bulldogs trying to settle it there. They may get a chance here. They haven't had very many of them, and Morgan Schrock kind of missed strike there. Bulldogs again with a chance. Brooklyn Thomas some playing time here tonight. Martinsville trying to keep that match streak alive as they had 2 wins, 1 tie in the last 3 matches, looking to make it 3 wins. Rory Dillbone trying to run up onto it. So the Bulldogs will put it back into play. Coach Mia Moody's had an opportunity to put some subs in, and can you continue to do that if the girls will be back in action. On October 6th, Martinsville. Girls will be over at Terre Haute South in the first match of sectional play at the host Braves Place. Be the second matchup of the season. Terre Haute South a month ago, August 29th, with the win over Martinsville. 3-0. So Tuesday we'll see the Artesian soccer team play then. And then the boys, I believe, play on Wednesday night at Bedford. Also in the first match against the, actually it's Monday night, so my apologies. It's that playing game, if you will, because there's 7 games. So Martinsville's boys soccer had their last match Monday here against Monrovia. Nice 8-0 win by the Artesians, and then they will take the pitch against Bedford on Monday. So it'll be a good matchup for the Artesians. They're playing well also. Here's Delaney Pueblo. Nice run by Delaney. Touch a little bit heavy there, taken down. Artesians, though, still controlling it. Dakota Meadows, and now Artesians again trying to get it up. Trying to keep control of it. Maya Shoemaker into the lineup, and see who has it here. The Bulldogs will reset. We're under 20 minutes to go in this one. Several subs. Paige Whitaker also in there for the Artesians. Kaylin Kennedy. Pueblo trying to get it up there. Trying to reach some of the other girls also. See Emma Green in there. Get a look at some of the new faces. Lauren Leonard. Pueblo trying to find Dakota Meadows, and it'll be kicked away. We mentioned earlier Cameron Whitaker. Be a throw in here. About 16 minutes left in this one. Artesians up 6-0. Coming in to make the save that time is Maddie Newland. It was a nice run by Paige Whitaker. A freshman up the left side, but Newland comes up to get it. And the Artesians trying to make a little bit of attack. Delaney Pueblo. It's a couple of goals already. She'd like to get the hat trick here. Well, the boys had a couple of hat tricks. Well, maybe Delaney can get it. She'll go to the left foot. Fires it. Bulldogs can't quite clear it. Martinsville had a chance, and now Monrovia clears it out, and they want to come back on the attack, and nearly played it right back to the Artesians. The hat trick for Charlotte Mason. for the Artesians. Like we said, Delaney has a couple of goals. And Rory Dilbone with one as well. A little battling going on, a little friendly bumping, shoulder to shoulder check in here, and then a little bit of an aggressive attack there by Kaylin Kennedy, and it'll be a kick for the Bulldogs. Well, looks like Martinsville, barring a collapse, will move to 4-8-1 on the season. Will be 3-0-1 in their last 4 matches, and will have some pretty good momentum heading toward their first round sectional game Tuesday night over at Terre Haute South against the host Braves. The boys will be at Bedford on Monday against the Bedford North Lawrence Stars. We will not have live stream coverage of either one of those events, so get out there and get the opportunity to support those teams over at Terre Haute and at Bedford as well. Our next live stream match will be coming up on Thursday. It'll be a volleyball matchup tomorrow night. It's Martinsville at home against the Bloomington South Panthers. The Panthers ranked 9th in 4A, a pretty good squad coming in. And a nice cross that time by Dakota Meadows. Nearly a run on that time by Cameron Whitaker, but Newland will kick it out of there for the Bulldogs. And then Friday night, back to football action on Ciderwitz Field as Martinsville will battle the Perry Meridian Falcons. The Falcons flying into Ciderwitz Field to battle head coach Brian Duggar and the Artesians. Martinsville and Perry hooked up in a nice matchup last season down at Perry Meridian. Coach Duggar was the offensive coordinator last year at Southport. That's the same township, same district, if you will. So he's familiar a little bit with some of the athletes there for Perry, and he talked about that on his show this week. So if you want to check that out, find it on IHSA TV and also MHS Rewind YouTube channel. Inside Martinsville football, so talked a little bit about the play of the sophomore quarterback Tyler Atkins, who had to come in place of Tyrus Martin as well. But Martinsville and Perry will be doing battle on Friday night. So if you can't make it out here, tune in to the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. Like we said last year, that matchup was fantastic. A game-winning field goal by the Artesians, and we hope the same will happen again this year. A win for the Artesians. I'm sure Coach Duggar will take the win whatever way he can get it, but would probably not prefer to have a game-winning field goal. It come down to that close. But if it was a game-winning field goal for Martinsville, we'll take it. But we'll see if the Artesians can get their offense going again and finally healthy. According to Coach Duggar, got people finally getting healthy, and it's a long season, so kind of pointed towards this game, kept a couple of people minimal action last week, and now they're back ready to go. Bulldogs trying to make a run at it here, and we're going to get a foul on the Artesians. Brooklyn Thomas, as it'll be Avery Newling coming up to kick it in. But then next week we'll have some volleyball action for you. That'll be the final week for kids before fall break, and then over fall break we'll have the Plainfield Quakers coming to town for a Friday night matchup. Of course, the football team will play next Friday on the road against a very, very good Mooresville team. And head coach Mike Gillen. But up first for Martinsville will be the Perry Meridian Falcons. So if you can't make it out, Ciderwitz Field, tune in to MHS Rewind YouTube channel and join us. We'll have the action live. Students in the RTV program really pulling extra, double, triple, quadruple duty here in the fall sports season with all the COVID-19 related precautions. We wanted to try to allow people or make sure people had a reason they could stay home if they wanted to watch it and they weren't feeling very well. They could stay home and watch the games, and so we've appreciated the RTV students to be able to come out and bring those to you here on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. So our soccer coverage wraps up here tonight. So it looks like to be another win over the Monrovia Bulldogs. The boys got the win on Monday night. And then hopefully for the same, let's get a sweep this week on our live stream games. We've got a very good Bloomington South ball club coming into the John R. Wood Gym for volleyball tomorrow night. Face Caleb Axe crew. Talked about that. Led by that trio of sophomores. Really good group. Mackenzie Martin, Grace Reynolds, and Ella Whitney leading away. Other pieces as well for the Artesians, but that junior group pretty strong. But a very good Bloomington South team will come to town. And then Friday night, the football game, like we told you. So like to go 4-0. We're 2-0 this week in our live stream game, so let's make it a perfect 4-0 sweep. Down under 10 minutes to go in this one. Lights starting to take effect here at Martinsville High School. What's turned out to be a fairly nice night. Tangled up there. The goalkeeper, Dakota Meadows, kind of flipped over that time by Alexis Hunt. And Bulldogs will have it here. They'll put it back in play. But again, a big thank you to the kids in the RTV program here. For helping produce the games here all fall long. And we'll have, once it comes into basketball season, we'll have the home contest for you in basketball. That's what we know as of now. We know that the Mid-State Conference has kind of had an agreement, at least through football, to have the home school do the live streams. And we're proud to say that we're the only Mid-State school that is not charging pay-per-view for our games. And, you know, we just wanted to try to provide this service to everybody. So if you're out there and you appreciate watching it and maybe you want to sponsor something, you know, feel free to drop me a line or get a hold of anybody at the school. They will direct you to who you need to get to. So, and if you want to bring us a pizza every once in a while, that's great too. We'll mention you on air. Delaney Pueblo with it. I keep trying to get Kaylee to bring us some food, but she won't over here. She's producing here today, though. Hey, nice shot there by Pueblo, looking for her third goal, which would be hat trick number 2 for the Artesians here tonight, as Charlotte Mason already has one. But that just sails wide left across the front of the Artesian goal. And goal kick coming up. Well, Kaylee does a good job, though. She's not been good to provide us little tidbits of information, so that's why I kind of named her an honorary producer, feeding me some information during the games. And now she'll just bring us some food every once in a while. We'll be all right. I know that's the AD's. Well, he does at football games. He brings us food, so we appreciate that. It's pretty good. That's true. The shot by Dakota Meadows, and Dakota is fired up. That is awesome. No goal, though. Did they take it away? Offsides. Wow, the reaction by Dakota was priceless. The goalkeeper, Dakota Meadows, took off the goal jersey here in the second half and got on it. Looked like she was going to score, but they said the Artesians were offsides. Oh, wow. Well, maybe she'll get another chance at it. Yep, here she goes, trying to get a settle on it, but it'll go from there. Yeah, you can't fail to mention Ryan Wagner, who helped us secure our live streaming software. You know, he was able to step up to the plate and get those funds secured for us. Didn't say that was a department purchase or anything like that. He just went ahead and did it. So it was good to go. Because I really don't have a department. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm in the vocational department, and I love the vocational guys, but Ron was not going to buy anything for me. So I appreciate that Ryan Wagner was able to do that. And, but shout out to the vocational guys. It's a great department at the high school. Here's Dakota. She may get a chance here. Meadows into the middle, trying to get the right foot on it. Does. And did it get in? It does. Yes. That is fantastic for Dakota Meadows. The celebration the first time, they said, no, Dakota, we're not going to count it. But that second one, it does count, and that's just awesome to see. Dakota, the goalie, she's usually saving the goals, but this time she's able to score one, and that's fantastic in her final regular season game. The right foot right there, we've seen the strength from that all season long with her goal kicks, and you see the celebration there. Fantastic for the Artesians. So, nice job, Martinsville and Dakota Meadows, and Martinsville cruising here 7-0. So, kind of cool to see. You know, we had Dakota featured prominently on our social media display here, so she had her goalie attire on in that one, kind of palming the soccer ball out in front of her. She made a ton of saves tonight, but instead of the hands, this time she goes to the foot and she goes to the back of the net. Really, the second time she's found the back of the net. The first one, though, waved off, but great to see she got another crack at it and put it in there for Martinsville. And off her line there, Paige Wells. Nicely done also. So Martinsville really stepping it up here in the final couple of minutes. And now, just to kind of make this complete, I'd like to see Delaney Pueblo get another touch at it and get a hat trick here. Martinsville up 7-0 here over the Monrovia Bulldogs. You can kind of see Brittany Dawson there coming alive a little bit. Charlotte Mason had 3 goals for the Artesians, the hat trick. Brittany Dawson trying to clear it off the solar plexus of a Monrovia Bulldog. And there is Dakota Meadows trying to clear it up the field for the Artesians, kind of mishit it. A lot of battling going on, though. And now Dakota will get it again. Let's get it up there to Delaney. Trying to get a run to Delaney. You can see Delaney just waiting there because she knows she has to be on sides. And once that ball crosses, she can make a run at it, and she was waiting. She's got 2 goals, and like we said, it would be great to see her get another crack at it and get a hat trick here also. But Monrovia, an opportunity into the penalty area. Martinsville clears it, and here we go. Artesians up. Delaney settles it on her foot. Delaney turns, and here she goes. One last run here for Pueblo. A heavy touch. Can she run onto it? She does. A little contact. A little footwork there, and then the mark that time nicely done by the Bulldogs. Alexis Hunt clears it momentarily, but Martinsville will get a throw in, and they'll stay on the attack. Get a sub here as we're down to about the 2:35 mark. And here comes the Artesians, Dakota Meadows. The sub for her. Wolf comes in. Sela Wolf. Her brother Jack is the goalkeeper for the Artesians. So she came in for who normally plays goalkeeper for the girls, Dakota, but she was out there on the field, and that was great to see her get that goal. 2 minutes left. See if Martinsville can make one final run here. Tons of subs in there. Cameron Whitaker up ahead, but nobody there. Maya Shoemaker takes it away. Trying to get it up ahead with the left foot. Can't quite do it, and the Bulldogs now will come on the run up the right side. Brooklyn Thomas coming up, and now Brittany Dawson will send it out. I think kind of blocked off here on the far side, and we'll see it now. I need like a, I don't know, like a segue or something in here. That shot goes over top of the goal. Can't really see. I'm short. And I can't like really roll on a chair. That doesn't do me any good. I'm even shorter sitting in the chair. And then Ryan Wagner. Yeah, we need a track. That's what I need, something to sit on or Segway. You know, like Kevin James, I could just zoom down here and zoom back. We've got that in the budget, or is that a department? We'll get that in the budget too. Bulldogs down under a minute. Good attack, but Paige Wells right there to clear it. See if Martinsville can make one final run here. Sela Wolf with the touch. Up ahead. Martinsville does, trying to get a run here. Can the Bulldogs clear it? 20 seconds left. I get a foul, and that's probably going to do it.
9, 8.
Here we go.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That will end it. The girls with the 7-0 victory here tonight over the Monrovia Bulldogs. They are now 4-8-1 on the season. They are 3-0-1 in their last 4 matches. Playing well for Coach Miyamoto as they head towards sectional play. They open it up on Tuesday night on the road at Terre Haute South against the host Braves, a team that beat the Artesians 3-0 earlier in the season. The Artesians like nothing better than to turn the tables on them as well. Well, this has been a great night here from Martinsville. We close out our live stream coverage of Martinsville Artesian girls soccer. Highlight for me tonight, well, it was the goalie for the Artesians. Dakota Meadows gets out on the field and the right foot into the right side of the goal. That's goal number 7 on the night for Martinsville. Look at that celebration out of the senior, Dakota Meadows, as Martinsville gets the win here tonight. 7-0, the final. This has been a student production of WREP 15 Sports and the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. Students in the RTV program at Martinsville High School. We call it MHS Rewind. They're responsible for producing it here tonight. Shelby Huff and Riley Kennedy ran cameras. Stacia Magadon produced it here tonight. Did a great job. All those girls did, so congratulations to them. Thank you. We appreciate it. Martinsville with the victory tonight here. 7-0 the final. We'll see you tomorrow night as it's volleyball time at the John R. Wooden Gym, Martinsville and Bloomington South. Good night, everyone.